having a Mesilat Yesharim for women. There's a famous book, Mesilat Yesharim, and my son-in-law just put together Mesilat Yesharim with Cheshbon HaNefesh. He combined the two, and on the bottom he put together the Perushim of Rav Sarner and other people like that, but he tried to add to some of the ways in which to handle. He's produced these little pictures here, but it's more than the pictures. He's put a little Tony Robbins in here, and he put Gestalt and other ideas. I got really excited about the book. It just came out about 3 days ago, just from the press, and he doesn't even have a copy. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking maybe the women, as a project, can do this since he moved it into Cheshbon HaNefesh books. He translated the Mesilat Yesharim to Cheshbon HaNefesh. So then there's a chance that now women can learn also these Mesilat Yesharim. It can be a Mesilat Yesharim for them. So I wanted to, if you want to, you get some copies. I want to read to you a little bit of what's Mesilat Yesharim. What is Mesilat Yesharim? The Vilna Gaon, if you heard of the Vilna Gaon, said he'd walk 100 miles. And he really walked, that's a lot of distance. Just to, if he was living at this time, Mesilat Yesharim, he would go to see him. So the Vilna Gaon would walk 100 miles to see this man. And he claims that the Vilna Gaon, that he really practiced only maybe the beginning of Perek Yud. There are 22 chapters in Genesis. Just the beginning of Perek Yud. Now, they tell the joke, an anti-Musa joke, but it's a joke. But when you hear the joke, some joke has truth to it. They said the Vilna Gaon was sad. Why was he sad? He knew Kol Torah Kula. He knew the whole Torah. What was he going to do now? He knows the whole thing. So he said, when he found the Mesilat Yesharim, he was able to now be happy because he has a new dimension that is brought to him, which is the Mesilat Yesharim. So you say, why is that a joke, Rabbi? I'll explain to you that because they want to make fun of the learning, that as if the Torah is Torah and there's something different than Torah called Mesilat Yesharim. Therefore, he using it now is like adding another dimension which really doesn't exist. But the truth of the matter is, it does exist, I'm going to explain it. But the world accepts Mesilat Yesharim, we do. And what is Mesilat Yesharim purpose? Well, there are many Musa books out in the market. Let's take, for example, if somebody wants to be self-improvement, so the first Musa book is called usually Orchet Tzadikim. Why Orchet Tzadikim? Because we don't know who the author was, by the way. But we definitely was a big rabbi. Because Orchet Tzadikim tells you have a midah character, and then you can use it for good and use it for bad. So you learn about your character, and you know this trait you have, you can do it for good, you do it for bad, and you try to direct the midos for good. Then there are other books. It's called Shari Tshuva. Shari Tshuva, person does Aveira. How can he straighten himself up? And there's a famous book called Chovis Halvavos, which is one of the masters. Chove is one of the master books. The same thing, that is, you have to read it more philosophical about how your inner fibers work and your soul and your seichel and your nefesh, how it all works. And again, they surround. Then came Mesilat Yesharim. They gave you a scientific, clear program and a method how to reach Nordheit, or the heroes reason Kiyas Brishis, Tara, Chasidus, and then at the end, Kedusha, and then Ruach HaKodesh. That was like this. He quotes it in those different quotes that he quotes it. Omar Pinchas ben Yor, Torah, maybe the Zehir, Zehir, maybe the Zeriza, Zehir, maybe the Kiyas, maybe the Kishas, Zehir, maybe the Tara, maybe the Chasidus, maybe the Amada, maybe the Yor Faith, maybe the Kedusha, maybe the Ruach HaKodesh. So he means that if you follow his system, you can get Ruach HaKodesh. Imagine someone puts an ad in the paper and says, teaching you how to get Ruach HaKodesh. That is true. Because years ago there were special schools which taught you how to be prophets. And you can learn to be a prophet. Or prophet is. It's not just, it just happens to come to you. You have to work on it. There's ways of doing it, working and growing. And we mentioned that Sari Meinu worked very hard on herself. She reached very high spiritual heights. We said Sari Meinu. In Nevuah, not just it just happened to happen. How does Sari Meinu come Sari Meinu? How does Rivka becomes Rivka? Just that this is me and then this happening. I do what I think I'm right and do it. Well, she actually works and does cheshbon and nefesh and goes to Shiur and then develops herself and it has to be that she's also following the method, definitely a school. Okay. So the school of Mesilat Yesharim is a school which teaches you which teaches you how to get goal orientation and how to direct yourself to the spiritual heights. It gives you a whole program how to do it. And this program is good for men and women who are looking to get close to Hashem. And let's say, Omar Machaber, Chibur hazel v'chibarti Rabbi v'el es Hashem lo yadu, el haskir es yadu lehem klar, mufusam eslam pirsum b'lehem. I'm not teaching something new, but this is well-known information. That's known. So it's just as much as it's known. Kach hehelim mehem motzim. People forget. Al kain ain't told us nukat mizeh sefer just to read it one time. Because maybe you'll find nothing in it. The value is to go over what I say. And these are things you'll forget by nature. If I know it, so then what's the problem? There's nothing new, so then what do I gain? You gain by reading it. If I know it, and I review what I know, so then what do I gain? I know it already. So why should I review and do anything? So we explained. Milsa the Lorami Inish Lavadaita. Word that you don't throw on yourself, it's on your mind. You don't think about it. Of course you know everything. It's a question, are you consciously thinking and doing it? What is it about? You consciously put God in your life, you consciously try to do chesed, or think of your ways, improve your ways, you do it consciously. What just happened? This is a very big step. To consciously put it in your life. Now, most people, when they want to learn new things, new ideas, to be stimulated, to be exciting, to know something new, extend a new dimension in their life. He says, Musar is to make shleimus avoda. Shleimus means completeness, which means to be, all your parts of your body should be congruent with your ideas. Not just knowing something here,
but you're doing something else. But it's kind of that your body and your ideas are one. So you see, Rabbi, that's simple. Not so simple. Let's say I want to throw a ball to you. Nah, it's all right. So will I get it to you? Will I miss it? Will I get exactly the right amount? It takes experience and practice. That's usually baseball players. They throw the ball, or hit the ball the just right way, or you play ping pong or tennis, or anything. Not so easy to play. Why? Because the mind and the hand to do what you want doesn't necessarily function the way you want, or to the degree you want, or to the perfection that you want. So therefore, although you know in general, but we want to perfect ourselves in the worship of Hashem, love of God, fear of God, getting close to Him. And what are the steps to reach this stage of what? Of shleimus. They say, what's wrong? What do you need shleimus for? Well, if you know yourself, if you're not happy or it doesn't sit well with you something, it will bother you. It has to sit well, it has to be part of you, it has to be every fiber of your body has to line up with it. In other words, your emotional state and your mental understanding have to be congruent, totally. Now, if you're not going to deal with the topic, you may know it all, but if it's not on your mind to do, you're not conscious of it, then it doesn't happen. It has to be consciously focused about what it is, whatever you want to do. So he says very interesting. Re'eh, behold, ki ein divrei chasidus, v'inyonim hayira v'ava v'atar salei, dvorim v'boim l'adam ad, she'yishtarach ha'liknosas. It's very important for a person to work on himself to perfect these points. But since it's not internal, but it's something you have to develop and do, so therefore you have to develop it. And if you need all kinds of, and certain tachbulos and all types of tricks and all types of methods and ways to do this. Okay. You have to stay away from the things that cause you a loss. So the first thing has to be, his first yesod is, ki kol levavos dorish Hashem b'chol yetzer machshavos meivim. This person can give me aleph haftash. In other words, the Almighty, see, why do we have to have perfection? It's the Almighty demands it from us in our hearts, to be perfect, to know. He wants to know your heart and soul. Therefore, your mind is a jealous person, not just to act religiously or believe, but just act. He wants your whole being, your soul and your heart and your being. And he will search in your soul and heart and being, and your mind and your thoughts, where you're at. Now, this is another point. There's a point called habit. Habit. The worst thing is habit. Because religion has to be alive, vibrant, and exciting. And if it's habit, it's good to keep you in line, but religion has to be live, vibrant, and happening. So therefore, in order to make your religion or God vibrant, live, it has to be active in your mind and consciously there. Because otherwise, it's just stored away, and by habit and rote, when you need it, you bring it down. So therefore, the first force that has to be, that gives you dynamics, excitement, vibrancy in life, is that it should be on your mind to do. If it's on your mind, and it's real, so then you do it. So if you have to work very hard to implant this into your heart, of these characteristics, you have to acquire, study, learn the love of God, the fear of God, bitachon, emunah, all these things, you have to train yourself to learn and implement it in your heart. It doesn't come naturally. And now, you have many people, some more people are much more attuned to one way or another in their habits, but being attuned to is just a general thing. But in order to reach perfection of it, requires work, and the habit that you have is not that you want, it has to be live and real and vibrant, and the only way to make it is, it has to be on your mind. Milsa, the Rami English like that. I think that you don't think about it, not on your mind or on your screen, so to speak, it's not there. It's not active, it's not alive, it's not vibrant, it's not happening. It says, he says the first source is a pasuk in Mishlei. Im tevakshenu kekesef ukematmonim techapsenu oz tevin Hashem. This is his first move. His first move is you have to desire to be God-fearing, desire to love God, desire to fear God, and as much as you desire it, that's what you get. But in order to know to be God-fearing, you have to run it as people run after money, or you lost something valuable. If I ask you, did you ever see anybody work hard for money? You go downtown, America, see them working 24 hours a day for money. They don't sleep, they don't eat, they run, they steal, they cheat for money. Now, we have a barometer now for money. We know people run for money. So just like they run for money, you have to run for... What? Yerushalayim. Then you'll only understand Yerushalayim. You don't get Yerushalayim, understand Yerushalayim. And getting is much harder. Let's understand. Shalahovin hayira tzorech levakish oisra kesef v'chabesh l'kamatmonim. This is a very big step. People think that I'm God-fearing, I went to Beis Yaakov, I come from home, I'm God-fearing. I'm not saying you're not God-fearing. But to understand about God-fearingness, but to really be God-fearing is an avodah, it's work. Avodah means what? Work. So say, what work do you do with that by to be God-fearing? Well, that's what Mesilat is about, teaching you how to be God-fearing. So maybe the ways of women, the ways of men to be God-fearing, may be a little different. But the rules are the same. So therefore, this is such a great thing, being God-fearing, as it says. In the Devarim Yud Day, V'atorah, now Yisrael, Mo Hashem Elokecha Shomim. What does the Almighty want from you? What does God want from you? Ki Yiras Hashem Elokecha L'Chad V'Chol V'Chol. V'Avo Hashem, Love the Hashem V'Chol V'Chol. This much, that's mitzvahs Hashem, that's what they say. What does the Almighty want from you? But to fear Him. And go in His ways, all His ways. And to love Him. And to worship Hashem with all your hearts. With all your soul. To watch Hashem's mitzvah. He said clearly that the goal of Hashem telling man is to fear God. Especially what's the end of Mishlei? End of Kalas? I ask you, what is the essence of a person? So you say, a person's good, kind, this, that. I said, what's the essence of a person? What makes a person? So it says in Mishlei, and it says in Kalas. It says in Kalas. At the end of Kalas. At the end of Kalas it says, Safe Dover, Hakol Nishma. At the end, whatever you do is going to be heard and seen, it's going to be revealed. As Elokim Yira, yes, mitzvah Shemot Yizeh Kol Adam. I ask you, what is man? It's the fear of God and watching Him. Okay. So the way, my barometer of saying what is man is the fear of God. So now, I ask you, what should make you tick, what makes you a human being? You got to say the fear of your mind. That's what God wants you. So what is meant by going in God's ways? It means tikkun amidos. We say, the Almighty is merciful, we merciful. It means that His midah, 6-hour character. We say, we translate the word to fear to awe. And again, that'd be less fearful. We say there's two types of fear. There's fear of maybe punishment and awe. But today's world, we use the word fear. I ask you, what motivates a person most? A positive thing to do, or fear? Fear of pain, or fear is the greatest motivating power. So, fear is a chance of a motivating power. You want to stay away from something. It pushes you to see things. So therefore, fear. We talk about fear, we usually refer to fear of something or awe. And the more you understand, the more you have fear. The more you have, the more you have fear to lose. looking at fear in a positive sense, motivating, it's controlling. We just learned on the menu of Daf Yomi has, at the Kohen Gadol, on the time of Yom Kippur, he has to ask forgiveness for himself and his family. So you want to make sure that the Kohen Gadol does he's careful that he'll be able to do the work on Yom Kippur properly. He should be pure, not impure, touch anything that's impure. So what do? They tell the Kohen Gadol that maybe he'll come out on Yom Kippur, he won't be pure, won't be Tari Tameh, and they won't do the Avodah. So in order to make him more careful, and listen, we have another Kohen, a substitute Kohen, that if you don't do your job right, somebody else will take your place. At that point, he becomes more careful than what? Not only he does the right thing, but that other guy should take his place. So more careful that we do what we do. So what is the motivating factor that somebody else will take his place? That's a very strong motivating force. Mentioned by Rabbi. Why did she give the Eitz Hadas to Rishon, Adam? If she had fear, if she'll die, how do we marry? If your husband be married, is a real fear, or go somewhere else. So in the non-religious world, it's expressed by beauty parlors and hairdos and clothing, and that's what they do, because they have that fear. And there is a fear, there's a real fear. And especially if you can translate the fear in a positive way, then it's a healthy fear. If the fear refers in a depressed way, then Chazal, and the Pasuk Tehillim, it shows that you're a sinner. If you have fear that causes depression or fear, that's why you're a sinner. If you take the fear, and the fear is a positive force, then that's, in the right type of fear. It says in the prophecy in Diaspora that people are going to come from the habits and the customs of their parents. They're afraid to give it up. And there's a fear. But again, if you have the talking and moving God, you're doing the right thing, so you're circumvented. But as far as your life yourself is concerned, naturally you have to have that awe, you have care, that you got to control yourself. Now, so now let's take love. Love has to be in the heart of man to the degree that it will allows man to do things to please God. And he'll feel bad if he's missing this from his side or from other people. And he'll be happy, tremendously happy, when he does this. So in other words, love has to be translated to go to the degree that you give nachas. So let's say you want to send a package to somebody you care at his birthday. So you really care about the person, and make sure the package is right, and the postage stamp is just right, and you put the words just right, and you put the just right object, you spend time in message. If you really didn't care too much, you wrote it, the stamp is backwards, backward. You know what I mean? You don't have the care, the concern. If you really love it, you'll have the care and concern to express. And therefore, you have the love of God that you express in detail and the manner in which you do what you do. What's called shlemus hamayit, fullness of heart, is the purity of purpose. What is purity of purpose? You have no side reason, except the care and love of God. Because many people do things that many hats and many thoughts. They do things for many reasons. You can do one thing for 3-4 reasons, not for one reason. You have the main reason, the side reason, or a combination of reasons, many reasons. But for Hashem, there has to be totally no reason but purpose. And Hashem checks that out. So from here, in order to reach the stage of love of God properly, or completeness of the heart, or going God's ways, or fixing one's character, and having the fear of Hashem properly, he says he found a system of steps, a ladder of houses, a methodical method that works. In other words, you don't have to rely on yourself, and the methodical is the problem. That is, the story of Pinchas ben Yair, how he deserved a cut on the days. And you can count on Pinchas ben Yair, and Torah is going to bring you to Zivas used to, the Zivas used to, the Kiyos used to, they precious means tower, the Chassimus Chassimus, another thing is your head. And your head goes to the Chassimus. So this is the highest and the top. We translate in Mesilat Yesharim, I ask you, what's the difference in between a tzaddik, a chassid, and a kadosh? I don't know, what's the difference? He said, what's the difference? What's the difference between a tzaddik, a chassid, and a kadosh? According to Yesharim, he said it's motivation. A tzaddik does things from the sacred logic, a chassid does from love of God, and a kadosh does it from passion. And therefore, one has to know and watch himself, his motivating force and how he's doing it, and what motivates him. Do you like this book? Mesilat Yesharim. And now it's done in Mesilat Yesharim.